Good morning. All right, this is what are we, the 28th of November. I'm gonna try and do Vlogmas, and it's gonna be maybe a little bit manic, so if you're looking for calm, yes, then go away. This will be some crafting mayhem. I've got a couple of things I want to make. I've got some decorations and things, and I'm working on some presents, so I thought that you would enjoy tagging along. And then we do have a few little Christmassy things planned, like going to see Father Christmas, and I'm going to church on the weekend, to a messy church. Never been there before. I don't usually go to church, but anyway, it's like for toddlers to do creative things related to presumably the Bible. I don't know. I've never been. We will see. But Sheila, the lady that runs our playgroup, said we should go. We're going to go. We're going to say we're going to go. If it's bad, it's bad, and we won't go again. And it's free, so why not? Anyway, we'll take you along on those things, and I'll try and get little bits of Lila, obviously without other people's kids there. So today I need to go to the supermarket. I'm very limited with time with Lila. You've got to get out. You've got to get in and get out in those shops, because she is not one to be sat in the pram still. If you're in the pram, if she's pushing that buggy, you've got to be moving. Got to be moving. As soon as you start stopping and mulling, you've lost. So I'm going to make some pickles and jams as presents. I'm going to make, yes, I got some clay ornaments. Got a kit for that, and I'm also going to try and make some little stars for my friend to send to her out of the clay. I've made Lila a cardigan, my daughter, and I'm going to embroider some flowers in wool onto the woolly cardigan. So yeah, there's a few nice things, and I always make cookies, and I always, anyway, you're here probably just for me and the chatting. So the Christmassy things are just the bonus, I hope. So I just need to write a little list whilst hiding in my bedroom. Lila is downstairs. We're hiding. Hide from the children. Yeah, I need to write my list. There's just a few little bits. I want to make a cowl for my aunt and uncle. I made one for Lila, which I'll show you when she wears it, and it's fantastic. It's really nice size, really nice length, and I've tried it on. It's just difficult to get it on, so I will make it wider so it's easier to get on and off, but the length of it, the height of it is good. So I'm gonna see if I can grab a ball of wool in my aunt and my uncle's colours. They do walking and things, so I thought that'd be good. I want some spray varnish or some kind of spray sealant from my craft shop as well for my Christmas decorations that are in clay. The kit doesn't have you seal them, she just says to do multiple layers of acrylic paint. I don't think that's going to be good enough, so I'll do all the paint and everything, and then I'll probably make a little sample piece, and then that's what I'll spray, just to check it doesn't like the curdle or something. Could you imagine putting all that effort into making these gorgeous ornaments, and then you spray it and it all just goes wrong? And with the jams, I think I'll have a little look for the labels, so I need to go to my craft shop. I want to go to the fabric shop and see if they've got anything to make a festive dress. I've got in my mind something in a plaid, a pinafore dress, maybe a square neckline, fitted bodice, no sleeves, and then maybe a kind of pant. What is going on downstairs? Oh, she's doing that to the screen. Maybe not an A-line, but I've got a panelled skirt, I think. So maybe it's a half circle, or maybe it's even less than that. I think it's got a few panels, so it will have a nice fitted through the hip, and then it will be looser at the hem. I thought that would be nice to wear, like with a little shirt. Oh, you can see I've still getting dressed. Anyway, that's me wittering on. I'll take you along with me. I'll show a few clips of what we're doing. Before I do, for the 1st of December, I want to have a couple of alterations done, which I've taken on as private work. I want them out of my house. I want my workroom to be clean. Tidy. setting myself up to fail. And what else? What else do I want? What else do I want? I don't know. Oh yes, I need to film the intro to this video, which you will already have seen, and that is going to be just, we're just going to go for it. If it's bad, I'm really sorry. Maybe if it's bad, we'll change it halfway through. I have nothing Christmassy at the moment to film. I don't have all my little bits and bobs out, so I can't film any bits and bobs, so pull out some bits and bobs. Lila will like that. They're like really nicely breakable, so she can really get stuck in to the breaking of my precious treasures. Anyway, let's go. The time's running out. The shops will be open soon. We've got to get in, we've got to get out. Come on. Lila, you ready to go? Come on, Lila, we're gonna go. Oh dear. Yesterday I went out shopping. I did intend to video for you a little bit more, but in order to keep my little one sane, I gave her my phone to watch Peppa Pig. So, there we are. I have just attempted to do a little intro sequence, which I'm hoping will look adorable. It was not. In reality, it was mayhem. But that's fine. She's watching me. I've put the felt ornaments on this tiny tree. The nutcracker is wood. Likelihood of getting broken is little. And we've got our stockings up. So far she has shown no interest in the stockings, so I don't think the tree's going to be able to stay down here. She keeps pulling off the ornaments and then trying to scrunch them up. There is the fabric that I bought. I don't know if I have bought, I don't know. It's a very flattering colour. The tealy blue is one of my colours. Looks really nice. It is quite dark. But because it's going to be a pinafore, so similar like this, you'll see the white or whatever colour of the underneath item that you're wearing. Excuse Lila, she's just going through the bin looking for empty pots of joy, which are chocolate pudding. She will find some, I'm sure. She will dig until she finds it. Anyway, no, just some rubbish. I got a purple ball of wool and a blue ball of wool. I'm going to make snoods out of those. I got my friend some little two ceramic houses. I think one's about this big and one's about double. And they've got a little light in them, so I'm going to send those off to her, and a little scented candle as well. Working this afternoon, I got myself a new job, which is possibly, I think, the most disrespected job in the whole of the UK. I have got a job as a care assistant, so I work in a residential home with elderly people, and essentially all the things that I do for Lila as a small human, you are disgrace, you're covered in gunk, I do for the elderly people that live in that home, and there's like 50 people, and it's a lot of fun. It's yeah, it's super hard work though, super hard work. And we do all of their kind of personal care, and like if they're incontinent, we deal with whatever they use, and lots of people use mobility aids, wheelchairs, walkers, walking sticks. I love giving people baths. Who knew? Who knew? They love it. You put someone in the bath, they love it. That's if they like water. Anyway, I go in at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I just get people cups of tea, make their get them sandwiches, get them settled for bed, and then I go home at 10 o'clock at night, don't I? And you're already asleep. Oh, little monster. But yeah, the things that happen there are just absolutely bonkers. What do you want? Oh my goodness me. Let's do some drawing. No? You read a book? Read a book? Meet the Flying Doctors, a dragon, knight and girl. Their names are Gladabout the Great and Zog and Princess Pearl. Pearl gives people medicine and pills and vaccinations, and Gadabout is expert at performing operations. Zog is good at flying, but not so good at landing. But Gadabout and Princess Pearl are always understanding. You missed the page, didn't you? Flying high one morning, they heard a mermaid wail. I'm sunburnt and it hurts, she said, and swished her scaly tail. Why do you take it? You don't like me to read it. You like to just turn the pages. Go on. You turn the pages, my love. Yeah, that job, it's absolutely bonkers, and it's so difficult, but it's so rewarding. I really do have a good time when I'm there, and just really mad things happen while you're there. You just couldn't even write it into a TV show or in a book because no one would believe it. Just the constant onslaught of just ludicrous things that people do. But it's all in good fun, and you know, the staff there, we keep them safe. And but I've never had so many conversations with people while they're sat on the toilet. I thought that would be weird. It's so not weird. I just stand and talk to them while they're on the loo because they don't want me to leave, obviously. I would leave if they wanted me to leave. Anyway, so I bought those things yesterday. I've done that. I did a little podcast about my quilt yesterday, and that was good. That came out really well, but then the quality uploaded really poorly. That was stressful. And then I had to re-upload it and then take down the other one, but some people had already commented, and then I don't know. I've put the first one as a private one so people can't see it, but I've still got the comments there, and then I've put the new one, which is HD quality. The other one was SD. These things are so mundane. Yeah, let's get on with the day. Just sorting out some of the things for my upcoming projects for Vlogmas. Ooh. Sorry, my camera's on the other side. My biggest project I'm working on is this scarf. It is a Doctor Who scarf from the 1970s, and I'm doing it for my cousin Daniel, who I really love, and there's not many people I would spend so long on a project, but he is such a sweetheart, and I'm seeing him for Christmas, and I'm hoping maybe I can give this to him on Christmas Eve. Yeah, we're staying there for a family Christmas, and my uncle and aunt, his parents, will be there, and I'm hoping my other uncle will be there too. Jason will come, and my Lila, so that will be a really good selection of us. How many people will die? Ooh, who knows? Who knows? Be like the Knives Out. Yeah, I'm not going to unroll it because it takes me ages to re-roll it, but I found a pattern on Pinterest and I have been plugging away at that every single evening. So that is one present. Then I've got the two snoods that I'm going to do. I think they're called neck warmers. Uncle, aunt, I was going to do him a grey, but then I looked at some pictures of him on WhatsApp that his wife has sent whenever they've been anywhere, and he's got like fleeces and t-shirts in a lot of this colour, so you know, nice. She loves purple. Now I am not a purple lover. I like the pale lilacs and the sweet kind of blushy, kind of softer mauves, aubergines. I don't know, quite soft, but this is quite an alarming purple to me, but she loves purple. And I was stood there and there was a kind of pinky purple, there was a super dark purple, there was like a really alarming purple, and I felt like this one was kind of a midway. They are Stylecraft Special DK, very affordable, wash really well, fantastic colours, so win-win-win on that. They are acrylic. For myself, I don't usually knit with acrylic. For gifts, I do like to knit with acrylic. I like the feel of more, you know, the ruffle wool. Some people don't like them. I really like them. I think they feel fantastic. They're not itchy to me. Unless I were to do a neck warmer and it was really close to my neck, then I would probably consider something less itchy, just so it felt lovely rather than kind of tolerating it. Anyway, also that scarf is the same stuff. Again, for washing purposes, that is such a long scarf. I will show you on Christmas Day him wearing it, although not his face because his mum doesn't like him on the internet, but we will wrap him in the scarf. I'll take you a video to see. I've got those two. Then I've got this collection of jars, quite hilariously. I'm going to do preserved lemons in the big ones. And then I'm going to do, in the smallest ones, I'll do the cucumbers and onions. I need to take all my labels off. And then I'll do the marmalades. Oh no, maybe I'll do the marmalades in the smallest ones. And then I'll do the big ones. Yeah, I like these little do these jars with their jams in. It's got this like faceted edge and I really like that. I won't do anything to the lids. But I've got, for the marmalade, I bought myself some wax circles. Do you need them? Do you not? I don't know. Delia said I need them. All right, Delia, I bought them. There's the muslin cloths. I think I'm meant to put the pips in it. All right, chill out. I bought you muslin squares, Delia. And then I could have just bought plain labels, but I saw these little craft ones and I thought, oh, that's so lovely. And how many are there? There's way more than I would need. 21. Oh, 21's not that many. I mean, I've got 7 jars so far. I've also got my friend collecting jars for me. She will not have the cucumbers, but she'll have the preserved lemons and the jam, the marmalade. Then another project I've got going on. This is one of Lila's Christmas presents. I bought buttons yesterday for it. Today, Tuesday. It's a really plain little cardigan. I made a right mess of this. I made it in the body, bound off. Then I did the sleeves and realised I didn't have enough wool. Ordered more. The colour lot was different. So I pulled back and knit the ribbing with the different ball, which you can see on camera. You can't see it that much in real life, in all honesty. The camera always picks up things that you can't even see by eye. And I did the exact same thing on the cuff of the sleeve. I think I did 2 rounds of plain. Where I've rolled it up, it's flaring now. Oh, never mind. She's going to wear it rolled up anyway. It's way too big for her, but it's small enough that she can actually wear it. So I'm going to pop those buttons on it, and then reaching over, I've got this left over, and the project will be, which I'll do with you, is to embroider using this BFL Marsham, whatever. It's kind of a slightly browny, beigey grey. That's why I picked these buttons, because I feel like that colour in the middle, the very middle, is kind of this colour, and then it fades out into a brown, and then it's almost like a tortoise shell. So I think this is going to be quite a nice project. Once the buttons are on, I'll see how that neckline looks on her. It's kind of quite like a weird, quite a straight neckline. I don't know if that's going to stretch out. Might get my shearing elastic involved. You know, I like to shove some elastic in if I can. Apparently I needed some kind of like tracing. You need to trace your design onto your knitwear. Apparently I needed this. I think I bought the wrong product. This is Fabric Stabilizer, water soluble, specifically designed to rinse away in warm water after you've completed your project. And this is by Hemline. I don't touch it with a sweaty finger in case it disappears. I think this is the wrong stuff. Do you know, I was looking online for it, and this feels like a plastic bag. I think this is the stuff you'd use for machine, but this is all that they had in my local craft shop, so this is what we're going to use. I don't know. Don't you love discovering new things? That ain't gonna work. Maybe some pencil? Well, I'm gonna trace it on this. I feel like if I use a biro and I wash it away, the biro is gonna transfer. Oh, you can kind of see it, maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. I definitely think this is for machine embroidery and as a stabilizer rather than for tracing, but what are you going to do? Sometimes you've got to make do with what you've got access to. That will definitely be being put back in the plastic bag. Can you imagine I'd come in and Jason would put his coffee cup on it and there'd be coffee spilt on it and then it would just be disappeared. Yeah, I've got those clay houses to do. I'm re-knitting a black polo sweater that I knit last year, and then I wore it twice and I just hated it. It was a bit see-through and gave me glowing bosoms. I said to my friend it was very see-through and she was like, yeah, I'm what? And I looked and she was wearing also a black top that was a little bit see-through. I'm sure there's other things that I'm going to make. I've got that plaid wool downstairs that I'm going to do a pinafore, definitely inspired, something like this, but I think square maybe. And without this seam through here, I think plain, maybe just a little dark going in so I can keep the plaid nice and squared. I just have to worry about the skirt. I held it up last night and I was like, ew, it's a very bulky wool. This may have been a mistake. It would make a gorgeous jacket, but I don't need a jacket, I need a dress. I bought 3 meters, which now thinking about it, is probably too much, and I didn't need to spend that extra on the extra fabric, but okay, Sarah. Yeah, aim for the rest of the day today, because Lila is now asleep. I've got my lunch cooking. I filmed myself my intro. I am prepared now for Vlogmas. I've got a little bit of those alterations to do for a friend. A couple of repairs. I really love to do repairs. I'm letting these jeans down to make them longer. There's a barber with some ripped stitches I need to do by machine. I've got a patchwork waistcoat to take in the side seams. And a fleece, like a dog walking fleece, to be taken in the sides as well. So I would like to get this done as much as I can today and tomorrow, so then Vlogmas is just free. I can do all my festive crafting. I take on sometimes little alterations for like friends and stuff. I don't charge them very much, but it gives me a bit of extra pocket money. And my friend's sister who gave me all of these things, I've done quite a few things for her, and that's how I paid for Christmas, actually. All of Lila's gifts were paid for with that. So I did quite a lot of alterations for her, and I did all of her curtains, which took me forever, and I did somebody else's curtains. My sister said that was very sad, and that I should have told her and she'd send me money. But I'm an independent person and I really enjoy relying on myself. I think my dad taught me that, being a single dad. And I was very happy to help out a friend. She got a deal, and she actually did pay me very well, to be honest. I asked for less and she paid me more. Yeah, I was really happy to do that and then be able to buy a little bit extra. I don't know why my sister thought that was really sad, because I didn't think that at all. Most of my gifts this year, I'm leaning towards the handmade, mainly for you. Mainly because I wanted some content for Vlogmas, to be honest, but also money saving in a way. Like, these yarns were very well priced, but for example, the food preserving, that's not really saving money. I think I can buy it cheaper, but that's just a really nice gift. And by the time I've got like a little frilly edge and a pretty label, that's going to look really nice with a bit of cord or ribbon or something tied around it. So I think that's quite a nice gift. And the preserved lemons are such an easy one to do, and they are really good. I'll make a jar for myself as well as giving them away. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll see you again tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have done a good portion of these alterations. A couple of them are easy. The waistcoat might take me a bit longer to make it smaller. Alterations are one of those things, it's all in the prep. The prep takes ages, and then once you get to the machine, stitching it together goes by in a flash. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. You see? It's playgroup day today. Lila, you ready? She is raring to go. All right. Tabby McTap was a busker's cat with a meow that was loud and strong. The two of them sang of this and of that, and people threw coins in the old checkered hat, and this was their favourite song. Me, you, and the old guitar, how perfectly, perfectly happy we are. Meow! And the old guitar, how perfectly happy we are. Page. Down the page, down the page, down the page. One morning while Fred ate some bacon and bread, McTap took a stroll round the block, then stopped, for there on a doorstep sat a gorgeous glossy and green-eyed cat. She was black with one snowy white sock. Sock and McTat had a cat-to-cat chat, and that's how their story began. For while they were chatting of this and of that, a thief had their eye on the old checkered hat. He eyed it, he snatched it and ran. The busker gave chase, but he tripped on his lace and crashed in a flash he was down. He broke his leg and banged his head, and he ended up in a hospital bed in the far end of town. Yep. Do you want another book? Girl, have you got a dirty hand? That's all right. We'll wash it later. Somehow I have managed to finish my stack of alterations. I'm so relieved. I always take the alterations and I'm happy to take them on for people. And then when I actually have to do them, I feel a little bit different. And then as soon as I start sewing, it's fine again. I know. The emotions you go through when you have to do a task, even if you enjoy sewing. Dear me. This ugly fleece. It's just too cozy. Just too cozy. Love this wrap dress. Yeah, look at all that. Kept me busy. Now my friend's husband can have clothes to wear this winter. Yay! Always nice. Goodness me. I'm just going to tidy up a little bit in my workroom. And then I'm ready for Vlogmas tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I don't know. But we'll do something. We'll do something. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Kind of scared about doing my clay houses. Is that weird? I've never done anything with clay before, not since I was a really small child. And I really want them to look nice and I don't want them to suck. So, that's annoying, isn't it? I just want to do a really good job. Oh, my Christmas tree was down near my fireplace downstairs and has now been relocated to the dining room table. It also no longer has got breakable ornaments on it. It now has only got handmade felt ornaments. Those are all toddler-based decisions. I know. I feel like with a toddler you just have to go in with a lot of hope, and when things go wrong you just got to adjust. But I've always got hope that she won't do me a wrong 'un, and she always does me a wrong 'un. But I believe in her every time I believe she's going to do me not a wrong 'un, and every time I am wrong. But she will get the benefit of the doubt for always. Obviously I'm there prepared, I'm waiting for it to happen just in case. So it is perched on top of my table looking very bizarre. Obviously it's a small tree. Could you imagine having a full-size tree on top of your dining room table? I mean, that would be just comical. That I would like to see. And I didn't fancy putting it in some kind of weird cage. Yeah, so a bit of tidying up, and then I'm gonna just plan a little bit of something, and I think I'll do some video editing tomorrow, and then you will have the pre-Vlogmas and then the first couple of days of Vlogmas a few days later, and that will just be perfect. See ya.